You allowed your state, Sanwo-Olu, to be raided, vandalized, burnt, destroyed for 24 hours. And now you roam around. You roam around saying sorry, everything will be developed, everything will be built again. What do we call that? Medicine after death. You allowed the same people you guys go to collect tax, the same people that have been paying for that same toll gate, the same people who are trying to build a better Nigeria. You allowed your hoodlums to destroy their properties, casting away millions and millions of properties, destroying homes, burning down properties. You allowed it, Sanwo-Olu. And then Ọlọ́run ò ní bí yín. Ọlọ́run á bí yín. Ọlọ́run á bí yín o. Ọlọ́run á bí yín. Yesterday, I tried to make people laugh. I tried to laugh. But oh man, it wasn't working. I had mixed feelings after listening to that, to that impersonator, you know, in Abuja delivering his speech, because I want to believe that was not our president, because I could not see any sign of empathy. He talked about the Obo Palace, but he didn't talk about the massacre. He didn't talk about the innocent lives that died. It is not okay, and it cannot be okay. It is not okay, and it can never be okay. And you guys took lives, but you did not take the truth. You took lives, but you did not take that voice. Because I tell you, you cannot kill all the youths. It is not possible. We all will die one day. Gbogbo wa la jẹ kú ní gbèsè. Gbogbo wa la máa kú. Àsìkò tó lúkálùkù kó máa kú ló máa yàtọ̀, but ikú yìí ṣá òun ni Ọlọ́run fi ju gbogbo wa lọ. Sanwo-Olu, what happened to the security, to this same army? You called a curfew, and what happened? Why did you allow hoodlums roam the street, destroy lives and properties? Where were the securities? Where were these same army people? And I see you this morning on TV, roaming around, going to visit places that had burnt down. You're going to see police stations that were burnt, that you people allowed. We are not stupid anymore. We are not stupid. And we will not be silenced. We will continue to air our voice, and we will continue to stand our grounds. Alone about. Nigerian youths, I want to beg you. I want to beg you. I want to beg you. They have tried. their possible best to cause commotion and chaos, so that we will back down. And I want to beg you, this is just the beginning. 2023 should be our target. We need to start right now. The youths, you need to have a leader. You need to form your own group. You need to have your own thing. You need to register your own party or join a party. Look for one of those parties that don't really have any name, that is registered, that that has the right and everything to vote. We need to start learning politics. We need to start having our own voice, your own voice, because when the youths come out, we will back you up. Ìyá olórí burúkú, ìyá táyé ti bàjẹ́, ló máa fa àwọn ọmọ ẹlẹ́kọ́ máa jìyà tó máa tẹ̀lé àwọn arúgbó kan lọ́mọ. A ti jí o, we are no longer asleep o. I have once campaigned for PDP during the time of Goodluck Jonathan. This Sanwo-Olu, I supported him, thinking he was a young man and he would do better. But you see, one thing I have noticed about this party is that even if you are good, once you join that party, there is no way. There is no way. It's like a cult. You cannot be good. APC and PDP is not it. The youth, we are more. You are more. When I say we, that means we that are supporting the youth. We are more than these people. Those of you educated ones that lives among these hoodlums, you need to start talking to them in the language that they will understand. We need to start educating these hoodlums. The way they go to them to preach to them that don't worry, vote for us, we will do this for you, we will do that for you. We also need to start that. We need to start changing their mindset. Ogun ayé yín ba ayé yín jẹ́ bẹ́ ṣe rádaràdá tẹ́ ń ṣòfò kiri. We need to start talking to them, because among those hoodlums, I'm sure there are one or two educated, enlightened youths among them, using social media or something. We need to start letting them understand that the way forward is not by coming to destroy election, casting away ballot boxes and all that. We need to start educating these people. That's the only way we can take Nigeria. It's not about the educated ones, the elite ones coming together. It's about you, the educated youth, coming down to their level, speaking and educating them. Let them understand that this fight is not for we alone. It is for all of us and our children yet unborn. We need to get to the grassroots, go to the hoods and speak to them. Some of them would listen. Not all of them. But if we can draw at least half of them to our side, it will help. Ìwọ tó ń gbé ní Ajégúnlẹ̀, tó ń gbé ní Mile 12, tó ń gbé ní Yànàpájà, tó ń gbé ní Okoko Maiko, tó ń gbé ní àwọn bíbẹ̀ yẹn, tó wà lórí social media, tó lọ́gbọ́n lórí díẹ̀. Ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fi ọgbọ́n yín yẹn ní díẹ̀díẹ̀ kẹ́ máa bá àwọn tó kù yín sọ̀rọ̀. Pé ẹ wá, ká máa para wa, ká máa ṣe báyìí. Àwọn people yóò ní kọ́kọ́ láti fún wa. Wá dé, wá pín 5,000 lẹ́yìn lọ́wọ́ 10,000. Wá gbé bọ̀ lẹ́yìn lọ́wọ́, wá ní kẹ́ lọ máa para yín. Lẹ́yìn election yìí tó bá wọlé tán fún gbogbo ọdún 4, ẹ máa jìyà. Àwọn ọmọ yín á máa jìyà. Wá tún ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tí wá mú yín, wá gbé yín lọ police station, wá tì yín mọ́lé, wá pa yín síbẹ̀. The hoodlums, they need to be educated. Not education pé kó lọ school o. We need to speak the truth to them. We need to understand that enough of them selling their future for peanuts. Because at the end of the day, majority of them are the ones in prison. No? That's why they are trying to break all these prisons. Majority of them, they will use them. After they're done using them, they will kill some of them. Some of them, they will take them, throw them in prison. Use them to replace lives of people that have money to build them. A lot of rubbish is going on. We need to educate these hoodlums because they do not know better. They are used to wala do ye eja lo ja, eja lo pa, eja lo ko, eja lo she, eja lo mo. Because that's the life they've been brought up to understand. A lot of you youths out there who still live in the ghetto or have some connections with the ghetto, you have a lot of work to do. This country, this Nigeria, we have been crying for 12 days or 13 days now. We want a new Nigeria, we want a new government, we cannot achieve it if we do not go to the grassroots. If we do not make them understand that this fight, ebi lè pa wá, ìyà lè jẹ wá, ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ́ ká jà á kí gbogbo wa lè ní sinmi, káwọn ọmọ wa lè jèrè. We need to form. It might be hard. They might not allow the youth register a party. They will bring up a lot of allegations, a lot of rubbish. But there are some parties that are not that strong. I don't know. I know Banky W belongs to one party. I can't remember the name of the party. But there are some parties that are not that strong. That the youths can, when I say we, I'm saying we that are supporting the youth. And the youths at large. Are you understanding me? Because there are some old ones that are older than me that we understand. Now we are ready. Oh yeah, emi o kàwé jù. Mi lè ṣe wàhálà. You understand? In one bad niti momo. But we are ready to learn our voice and we are ready to support. Me fema daruko, but at least I have seen some potentials in some youths. Allow yourselves. Just like these old ones, they share it now. Okay, you go and root for 4 years. Okay, you root for 8 years. Okay, you. And after 4 years and you're not doing our own, yeah, come on, so yeah, you go. Let us allow our youths. Let them go there and make their own mistakes. Oh. Nigeria yo le da o, tabanja lórí social media nìkan o. You need to strategize. Have your own plans. Start from the I'm telling you, tó bá jẹ́ pé Banky W ló dìde lọ́la tó lóun fẹ́ lọ support ẹ lọ party ẹ. Bó bá jẹ́ fast the bad guy ni dìde join ẹ. Stop condemning the youth and say this one is going there for his own pocket. Let him go there and make his mistake. But he is a youth. He will listen to you. He will understand your plight and your pains. Do not let those who died on that night, do not let their blood be in vain. Do not. Do not. This death, we go die, and once we go down, we know down twice. Now once we may laugh and joke on social media because everybody was trying to calm their sanity yesterday. The shock when they give us, it shock us. Our governor Sanwo-Olu started with the shock. No casualty, no death. Are we blind? Did we not see? Thank God for that female DJ who went live. It was like she was in Sahara Desert, fighting with the Boko Haram. That is how I was imagining it. Blood everywhere. And yet they tell us there was no casualty. They capitalized on some fake rumors that went out. Yes, if it's so thorough, àwọn kan náà máa sórí burúkú ọ̀rọ̀. But does that mean pé kò kí n ṣòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ni? Am I making sense? It shock us so. And like that shock ever reached. The military officer who came out and said it was photoshopped. Photoshopped. Oga officer. We still they try digest that one. We call the show our president to come and speak, come and speak, come and speak. That one just gonna give us final shocker. 30,000 naira will be deployed to how many people? Among how many people? Nothing about the massacre, nothing about the toll gates. But he remembered to talk about the Oba of Lagos. Youths, ẹni iṣẹ́ láti ṣe o. Ẹni iṣẹ́ láti ṣe. Youths, don't come and tell me, Mama, you are the one that has the fan, you have the page. You are the one that have the fan page. Oh yeah, you have to. No! It starts from you. It starts from you. It starts from me. It starts from all of us. All of us has a part to play. Whether you have one follower or you have 0 follower, all of us, we have a part to play. You need to start educating the hoodlums in your area. You need to start forming your own strength by joining a party and join out your own plans. Even if they don't give us presidency at the end of the day, let us have it that most of our youth occupy important places. Look at those brave soldiers. I think 1 or 2 of them that came out to say, I do not support this. My brethren, don't let us kill our fellow people. This is what I'm talking about. We have youth among all these places. Let us use our voice. Let us come together. 2023 is the weapon, no. And the only way we can have that weapon is if we come together as one. Any youth that wants to come out for any political whatever, as long as it's not under APC or PDP, support them. We need to be in the corridor of power. We need to be among them so that the majority will flush out the bad ones. And that is the fact. Those who died because of all this, lost their properties because of all this, it must not go in vain. Yes, we will go back to our normal jokes, posting, slaying, and all that. But let us have it at the back of our mind. If we could come out in our thousands and in our hundreds, without the government supporting the protest and was able to hold down for 10 days before the massacre, it shows that we have strength to hold down this country come 2023. Let it begin with you. Let your brother say, kini o afi gbogbo yen lejo ki lo so nbe. Let it be between you. They say, brother mi, ko de wa ri be o. O ye wa je kin ṣàlàyé nǹkankan fún yín. Ṣé mo pé tí a bá jà fún ara wa leni tí Nigeria bá dá lọ́la. Ṣé mo pé irú èmi tí mo jókòó sí bí báyìí, mo máa láǹfààní láti ní education tó dá. Mo máa lé eworu ya wa tó ń jìyà yẹn. Ṣé mo pé tá bá jà fún àwa youth, ṣé mo pé a máa lè ní àǹfààní láti lè rí owó láti lè fún ya wa tó máa fi ní business tó dàbí tó máa lọ fi ní sinmi tá náà máa fi ṣe nǹkan tó dá. Ṣé pé ya wa kò jẹ́ kí ya wa ṣe máa takara mọ́, kò jẹ́ kí ya wa ṣe máa tomi mọ́. Let's speak to these people. They are not animals. They do not understand. What why use mo jàgídíjàgan gbàgbàgbà ó délé ó yá ẹgbẹ́bọn ó yá ẹpara ó yá ẹjalè ó yá ẹja ṣe ó yá. This life they were taught and they are used to. It starts with you and me. It starts with you and me. Let it start with you. Even if we cannot win them all over, at least let's try pull some of them to our side. So that on the day of election, when they want to send the ones like we want the daughter we will have the ones that we have drawn to our stand and say like am I making sense? It starts with you and myself. Ẹ̀yin sisi, ẹ máa mọ̀ wọ́n. Ẹ̀yin àbúrò ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin gbogbo yín, we all have them around us. When we were doing this protest, I called my security guys. I said, you know what? And my workers, we are all going to support the protest. We are cooking, we are going there. I had to explain to them why, the need for it. Do you want to be a security man forever? Do you know that if this country is better and my business is booming, you are not supposed to be earning 40,000. You should be earning like 150,000. He said, yes, madam. If this country is better, and we can afford to do great business and make good money, and there's electricity that we don't have to waste all the money on diesel, we don't have to waste the money on buying a recharge card for electricity, we don't have to pay all these unnecessary taxes that we do not understand. Do you know that it will be much, in fact, in abroad, I told them, do you know handy people, they make more money than the educated ones? Do you know how much a painter in America, in London, makes, a furniture guy, a mechanic, They make money because the economy is good. He said, yes, madam. I said, yeah, take t-shirt. Let's go. And they followed. Because I spoke to them, because I educated them on the reason and on the need for them to join this protest. So that's what I'm asking you to do. To all of you who have security people, you have drivers, your drivers, they have people. Educate them so they will go back and educate the other ones. When I educated my security people at the place of work, the same guys went to talk to the Awusa guys in front of us to tell them, come, madam say this, madam say that. Oh yeah, help us, carry, let's go. And they carried. I was surprised when I saw them carry the things down to Lekki Toll Gate there. Helping in sharing food and drinks, and I was so happy. But if I had not spoken to them, they would not understand what we are doing. So we need to educate these people. Because if we do not educate them, they will come back and they will destroy our plan. Because you know why? Those ones will use them against us.
Yeah. Hi, ma.
How are you?
Hi. Fine. I'm all right. You've was just live, and I learned some few things you actually said, and I really appreciate your move towards our youth. But the question I really want to ask is, like after this coffee, which the government has made, like what's next? Like, are we still going out for the protests? Because I really don't understand. Because before the coffee, someone at least he said 4 p.m. was the coffee. I expected celebrities and the youth, which we are, there to keep up with the protests. Because I knew that's how the government are. You know, one thing about Nigerians, you know, now, in command, they sure. And the government have seen that in us. They've seen that, okay, Tabati coffee, Tabati lossy, Tabati only for 3 days, 4 days. Everybody will later think that, oh, I can move on to my normal also and all. You understand? It has killed that spirit that we're fighting for. That's why I keep on asking people. I was asking one of my friends around my estate here. I was asking him that, do you know it will be difficult for them to move up with this reform after the coffee? That the mistake we just did is a good move, you understand? We youth, we know what we're fighting for, you understand? Endsars, end police brutality and all. But we shouldn't have left that position that we are. Because they were trying hard to like Honlewa, Kugo. You know, I knew that we're kind of running away for our lives and all, but with all this now, it will be difficult. I don't know what's next. I don't know what plan Files has and other people that are on this protest, you understand, after this coffee. But I don't think people will have the mind again to come out after this coffee to protest, to use that ginger again to protest.
Okay.
Because
now,
I get points, so.
I get your point, and I want to answer your points. You understand?
Yes.
Number one, I want you to understand that we are not criminals.
Yes.
We are not evil-minded people like these people, right?
Yeah.
We all came out as peaceful protesters. Forget all those who went to fight and kill and destroy. Those ones were never part of the protest. You understand? They were not part of the protesters, right? Those were hoodlums who were hired. Some of them were hired, and some of them took advantage of the protest to do whatever they did. Now, you need to understand that as at when they called for the curfew, that people should stay indoor, a lot of youths still did not obey. Making sense to you?
I can. can't hear you.
Hello? Are you listening
Yeah,
to
I can
me?
hear you. Yeah,
Yes.
I can listen.
That was why they planned what they did. And
Okay.
in the heat, blood everywhere. We are humans. We have empathy. The first thing that you would want to do is like you sitting there now, you hear gunshots, there's no way you will not move, right?
Yeah.
You see one of your person go down beside you, there's no way you would not want to save that person or help that person. So the first thing they did was to cause commotion and chaos among the youth that were out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the second thing they had to do was send out the hoodlums to destroy lives and property.
Yeah.
Now, it's going to take a while for us to heal. But when I say we are not backing down, it's not by marching on the streets. They said they should bring two representatives, they are going to do this, and they are going to do that. Now, the representatives that these youths are putting down should follow everything to the letter. If they refuse to implement all the things they have promised that they will do, which we know that some of them they would not do, then we have a right to come out again and to continue the protest. But for now, a lot of properties has been destroyed. A lot of homes are crying.
Okay.
A mother who has lost a son, you cannot tell her or a daughter to allow her other children, or the families will allow their other children to go out there and die.
That's actually true.
But that does not mean that we are done with this fight. It doesn't mean that our voice is not going to still scream out and say, we want change. It doesn't mean that those that they have assigned to come and represent the youth will not go out there and come back and give us reports.
Because,
and that's why I said that in this moment, that people are, in this moment that a lot of homes have been destroyed, a lot of shops have been destroyed, a lot of businesses have been destroyed, a lot of people are jobless right now, which the government allowed.
That's true, that's true.
Am I making myself clear? Which the government allowed.
Yeah.
So as people try to heal, as people try to get back on their feet, when the protest started, when people started donating, a lot of people that are donating are youth who have businesses they do, who were able to support the protest, Now, what do you make of those people that have lost their properties and lost a lot of things, which, it was, it was all planned out, my brother.
That's exactly the point I was trying to.
You understand?
To make.
It has not
I was just on YC's life now.
The protest has not ended, my brother.
Yeah.
The movement of we going out there may have been put on hold for now, because we have to empathize with a lot of properties that has been destroyed, with a lot of people that have lost their loved ones, with a lot of people that has been traumatized from gunshots. We are stronger than each other. What you can take, I might not be able to take it.
That's very true.
Some people right now, they have nightmares just by witnessing what happened. Social media gone, we are traumatized. Not talk of people that were there that witnessed it. Yes. As these people here, we need to still keep pushing. And how do we push? They said they are having a to organize right? They've asked us to bring our representatives. So I expect them files and all of them to come together and provide these representatives to go far. And believe that this representative will come back to give us whatever thing that is going on there.
Yeah, exactly the point. Exactly the point. Because,
Right? So
at
now we
the
need
end
to
of
now
the
hold them. We need to now hold them when they refuse
yeah,
to meet all these demands and use it as a weapon for us to lash out again. Am I making myself clear?
yeah, exactly.
And I say change.
Because
Well, I'm after one change. Okay, so now we need the result. We need to see the change. So let us see that change first. I don't know if I'm making
yesterday
sense.
you are really making sense, man. Because
Because and I
yesterday
said one
after
thing,
the
I said one thing again.
yeah,
My brother, what area do you live in?
I stay in Ikorodu.
You stay in Ikorodu. Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm sure you know a lot of all these area boys in Ikorodu there.
yeah.
I'm from my
One
identity. Bros,
what
báwo ni
even
ṣe wà
cost your
okay?
gun? You garage then. Gone.
Thank you. Now, what I'm saying is that those of you on social media, it is your duty and your responsibility to find ways in which you have to start educating these people. You have to start making them understand that abroad, our youth, I need to take over Louis. I need to ṣe dáadáa. Àwọn ogun ṣe gbogbo la kàwé kò ṣe gbogbo la máa lè bọ́ síta tá máa lè sọ pé àwa la fẹ́ di president, àfẹ́ di governor. But àwọn aláwọ̀ àwọn inú wa tó máa mọ̀ pé àwọn fẹ́ jáde lọ, ẹ jẹ́ ká support wọn. Nítorí tó bá ẹ má jẹ́ ká ro owó tó fẹ́ fún wa lọ́la. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká ro tó fẹ́ fún wa lénìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ro pé àwọn ti wà yìí tó bá débẹ̀ wọ́n máa ṣe dáadáa fún wa. It is your responsibility now.
Definitely.
As we wait to see the result of their whatever plans that they are claiming that they have, let us use this time that we have now to also educate the ones in our area that we call the hoodlums.
That's true.
If we can find way, kò kí ń ṣe ìjà. Ìmí ìgbà máa sọ pé ọmọ kóṣì bí má bá mi tàn yẹn, àwòdà mo ti gbọ́ o. Sórí bó ṣe sọ pé kóṣì yẹn tó lọ yẹn, ó kàn sọ ni. Tẹ́lẹ̀ kejì bá bí pé wá kí ni bọ̀bọ́ yìí ń bẹ sọ, òun bá mi sọ pé kíní kan. Wà á rí ìkànnù wọn ṣá. To man, but you don't understand.
Yeah, because what in America, when they stood up for Black Lives Matter, they stood their ground. They stood their ground. They were like, even despite the shootings and all, they still stood their ground.
Nobody was shot directly
President Buhari was making a speech.
Nobody was shot directly at. Wait. Nobody was shot. Hello, listen. We should stop comparing Nigeria to America. Are you listening to me? Nobody was shot. Wait. Nobody was. Listen to me. Listen to me. Yeah. They stood their grounds, right? Because they know that the law favors them. Are you understanding me? They know that they have a system that works for them. Are you listening to me? No president will come out in America after 2 days of massacre. It will not happen in America. What happened in Nigeria on the 20th of October 2020 can never happen in America.
Definitely.
Are you understanding me? Nigeria, no military officer will come out and say it was photoshopped. America is different from Nigeria.
Definitely.
America is different from Nigeria. We should stop comparing it.
That's the breach that people are trying to they move. Some people are like, okay, we have to call on Beyonce, we have to call on this, we have to call on that.
Will they turn back the ambulance? Will they carry the death away? Will their governor come out to say that there was no casualty? Will they allow hoodlums to vandalize for 24 hours?
But the issue, you're making yourself clear.
Anybody back me lower. We should stop comparing.
Yeah, definitely. Actually yesterday when Baba spoke out, you understand, I learned some few things. I learned that Nigeria, we're not even ready for this fight, because yesterday, when he casted his own news and he said everything, a lot of people online, on social media and all, they were like, Mudati Japa, Mudati Japa. You're living Nigeria and you want to change Nigeria. You understand? Doesn't make sense. Outside, I traveled. I went to Malaysia for my master's. understand? I had to do like a business. I had to like improvise, like entrepreneur and all, to do stuff. You get, man. But overseas there's no place like home. You get, there's no place. Overseas they are racist.
In this world, have you ever heard in America or London where they're having a protest that they will take off the camera and then the whole light will go off?
That's the thing.
So why people like, compare Nigeria to America? Compare more. Or anywhere in the world, do not compare Africa to any developed country. That is why we are underdeveloped.
Yeah. People are like, I want to live out. At the end of the day,
are you understanding me?
Yeah, they will feel inferior. You can't be in another man's land and feel free. The freedom is not like, you get. We have to stand there and change the nation. That's it. A lot of people that came out from the protest, I know a lot of people that came out from the protest yesterday after the announcement that I made and all, they were like, my first flight, I have to change it. So what are you fighting for? First flight, I want to Japan. Nítorí pé Buhari ti sọ, good and fine, Buhari ti sọ tiẹ̀. Buhari máa lọ now after like 2020, ó máa lọ, ó máa kúrò níbẹ̀. Àwa la need can fight. YDP. The first thing we have to create is a party. We have to create a party. You understand? Register it. Our files will combine. You need to come make move. Then from there, we know that we are.
My brother, I need to allow other people come live. You understand? I need to allow people want to come live and talk. I need to allow. I need to allow. But at least now you understand exactly what I'm trying to say, and I hope I have been able to answer your questions. You understand? So may God help us and heal Nigeria. Please do not forget in your area, the youths there, you too can gather, you understand, and try and talk to all those people in your area. We have to start educating, these people on the streets that do not understand the same language that we are speaking. And we have to bring them close to ourselves to make them understand that enough is enough. Because if we do not do that, 2023, when we try to go and cast our votes, these same old fools will send them out to come and destroy our votes and steal away our ballot papers and all that. You understand?
Yeah.
God bless you. Bless you, my brother.
Definitely. God bless you too. Yeah.
It is well. It is well. It is well.
Good afternoon, ma.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, ma.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me, ma?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Wow.
Yeah, I can hear you little, but I can't really hear you that much. Oh, he left. It's really sad. 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 The situation that we have found ourselves, it's really, really sad, honestly. It's really sad. But we can do this. We just need to keep educating ourselves. We just need to keep like I don't know whether to cry, to laugh. I don't even know how I feel. Like I'm so overwhelmed by everything. It is really, really sad. In my 42 years, going to 43 years on earth, I never knew that such a thing would ever happen. Honestly. I never knew.
Good morning.
Hello, Sean.
Good morning, man. How are you today?
How are you?
I'm very well. I don't even know where people get the strength to make memes or to laugh. I can't even laugh. I'm serious. Like there's nothing funny. There's nothing funny about this situation. You see, I am so heartbroken because I thought this was a fight we were willing to go all the way to fight. But again, the government has demonstrated that they know what holds the people down, and they would always use that weapon. I think the first mistake
nobody saw all this coming.
You can hear me clearly, right?
We knew that they probably might send out hoodlums, but nobody knew that it will get this bad. That when hoodlums started destroying police stations and government properties, we were thinking, okay, but when they turned around and started destroying private properties, nobody knew.
Do you want me to be honest with you? I knew it was only one way. We were walking on a one-way road, sis. We cannot live in denial as Nigerians. Anybody that thought about it through knew there was only one way. That protest, from the moment we stepped out, they started shooting us before they pulled the trigger, because they are never ever going to give. You see, you don't know why we will never get into government, because there is so much corruption. They've killed the government so much that if people ever find out what they've done, the world is going to go crazy. They've looted the country blind. They've killed the country. They've committed so many atrocities. It is not an option to give the youth power. It is not. The people that have that, let me tell you why celebrities in court, people go like, oh, celebrities, why don't you speak for us before the protest? You see why celebrities don't speak? This is the reason. A celebrity will put himself or herself out there, show his face or her face to the world, confront tyrannical government, and at some point people will get tired and back out. Now you're on your own. You're on your own. We didn't have plans to see this through, and the mistake we made from the start was going out without a plan. The usefulness in us came to play. We didn't have a clear-cut plan. We didn't have leadership. We needed the leader, not somebody to lead us, but we needed a representation and a strategic person to say, okay, we're going out now, this is what's going to happen. There is nowhere in the world where there will be protests and there will not be looting. We would have thought about all that and known what to do. Even in America, there was mass looting during the Black Lives Matter protest. All the people that died, what have they died for now? Another 20 years of suffering? Another 40 years of suffering? They're never going to give us our country. They never, ever, ever.
We will take this country back.
We have to take it back. People are telling me 2023 elections, they will bring soldiers and shoot people and steal ballot boxes. It is their playbook. They will never, ever, they will shoot. If you're waiting for 2023, it's not going to come. It's not going to happen. We need a clear plan and a strategy. We need clear demands. SARS is not what we're asking for. We need people to be fired. We need heads to roll. We need replacement of government. Honestly, that's the only way forward. Except, how can people be joking that they want to run away from a country? Our country. How can? If we back down now, this is going to happen for another 100. Listen, I'm telling you, literally.
I think what happened yesterday was a lot of people were in shock by what he said, because I was in shock. And people saying they wanted to run away was just a way of trying to just, ease off whatever it is that was going, because everybody was running Googles yesterday. I don't think nobody's trying to. A lot of us in Nigeria, we have invested so much.
I know.
I jumped it too. I said, oh, I'm on my way to UK. I'm in UK. Was I in UK? No. But yet, you see, you think about is either àbí kò kàn máa rẹ́rìn tó lẹ́ni tó pa ọmọ ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé ó dẹ̀ rẹ́rìn ó dẹ̀ ń ké tí nǹkan mi bá ju agbára èèyàn lọ́gbà mí ẹ̀rín èèyàn máa fi pàdé ẹ̀ because not everybody has the capacity or capability to take a lot of things that were thrown at us from on the 10th till now. In America, a lot of youth today, give or take, if they had that opportunity, they will be there.
I know.
Because nothing is working in Nigeria.
Nothing, absolutely nothing.
So you cannot blame people for taking out few minutes of their time to play around or joke around because we needed it.
Do you know why people in the diaspora...
I needed to laugh.
Do you know why people in diaspora are more upset?
Because after I laughed a bit yesterday, I went to sleep. I have not slept since on the 10th. I had to sleep a bit yesterday night.
Do you know why we in the diaspora are more
But that does
angry
not mean that our voice is dead. And that does not mean that we are not going to keep, strategizing.
You know why we in the diaspora are upset? And it looks like we're even more upset than the people in Nigeria. You know why? Because we've seen what's obtainable in the world.
I can't hear you, but I don't know if the people can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can only hear you when I put the phone very close to my ears.
Shall I call back in?
No, I'm listening.
Yeah, we've seen what is obtainable in the world and what can be achieved. We've seen the kind of suffering Nigerians are going through, and it's not needed. Whatever we're going through in Nigeria is not necessary. Look at how somebody stored food in a warehouse in a country where people are starving like that. This is a wicked government. Wicked people don't do good things. Nothing good can come out of anything they say to us. I never expected anything from the president yesterday. I don't know why people are surprised.
Look at your governor checking out everything that was destroyed. Please, where were they? 24 hours this happened. Was it not on? Where were they? Peaceful protesters. They could bring out armies to come and kill innocent children. Where were they when all these ones was happening? Where were all the armies?
It's just a sham.
Why did they not kill all the ones that were destroying all these places?
It's just
but
a
they could
sham.
go Nigeria... at night. Nínú òkùnkùn láwọn ọmọ tó di flag Nigeria mú tí wọ́n ọjà tọ́jú ká national anthem. Do you know Nigeria I also believed in that shit?
Nigeria
I believed with the national flag and they singing the national anthem, nothing was going to happen to them. I actually did believe that shit.
Before I go, let me just tell you something very important and very profound. Nigeria is not a real country. Honestly, Nigeria is just a landmass of people roaming around aimlessly. Nigeria does not belong to you, sis. It does not belong to me. Nigeria belongs to a set of people. And those set of people will never give us our country back. They will never.
This is what they want to do. They allowed all this rubbish to happen so that they will use this as the reason why we can no longer hold the protest. They allowed it. They have the billions of naira to repair everything. So they allowed all this to happen. They allowed the hoodlums to take over, to take charge, to destroy as many properties, so that they will use that to say, you know what? This is the reason why you guys can no longer protest, because the hoodlums are hijacking the protests.
It's really sad. It's really sad. Left to me, I don't think the country should be in mourning. National mourning. The country should be in national mourning because this is an affront to the people. This is an affront to whatever Nigerian youth stand for, because again, we might say we have won on social media, but have we really won anything? Have we seen this through? What is the point of the lives that have been lost? What is the point of the properties that have been destroyed? Who is going to give them their money back? We put those ones back again, another 50, 60 years of pain and suffering in their families, individually and collectively as a nation. It is unacceptable, sis. I don't understand. We should mourn. The government should know that we are in mourning. The government should know that we are angry and we are upset and we are not happy. Even if we are not fighting anymore, they should feel it. There should be strikes. There should be boycotts of government. Those things are important. We can't just take this one laying down and say, oh, okay. They're not going to give it to us. I promise.
Shem, we cannot take this country by force.
It's not by force. I'm not saying by force, but we have to.
You understand? If we try
protest.
to take this country by force, it's called coup d'etat. Be waiting in the column.
It's not coup d'etat.
We
Protesting
can
and asking
only
for a new
start.
government.
They took 60 years of their time to destroy Nigeria.
I swear to God.
My brother, 3 years is not too long for us to repair Nigeria. The problem with youth is that we want everything quick action. Nana. Kole shele nana. Ẹ má jà tanra wa. Bàbá la fẹ́ ṣe nana òkú máa sùn. Ṣé ìyá tó ò tí jẹun táwọn ọmọ ò tí jẹun? Tí wọn ò rówó láti fi ṣe kankan. Ṣáwọn ló fẹ́ jáde kó máa pariwo. You don't know that when the belly is hungry, no, your brain cannot even function. Why were people cooking and taking food to the protest ground? Why were we sharing drinks? A lot of people that came to collect food and drinks from us, this that you could see hunger in their eyes. And the reason why they came out there, you understand, to support us is because they saw food to eat, they saw drinks to drink, they saw music to listen to, at least they were happy. Am I making myself clear to you? We cannot take over this country overnight. It is not possible.
In America,
they hold all the powerful keys places. The military, the police, the armed forces, the political seats. What are we saying? Kí la fẹ́ gbà? Ní kíákíá. There is hunger in the land. One more, they allow all the destruction to happen. Do you know how many people have lost their jobs? Do you know how many people are suicidal right now that are praying that I saw a sales representative of one of the shops in ShopRite, New Circle, Nibibai. They asked her, do you own a shop there? She said no. But now she knows that she's going to be out of job. How will she feed her children? Is it that kind of person you want to talk to come and protest?
But if that kind of person that has nothing to lose cannot protest, then what is the point? Just they've taken everything. What else can they take from us?
That is why the youth have to come together and form their own forum, form their own party, form their own thing, and start from now educating the people, learning politics, join politics. And we should stop saying that era is gone. We will fund this. Because youth buy that 500 naira. I'm going to fund any youth that represent one.
But what is the assurance that they're not going to do the same? Remember the last election, soldiers were everywhere. They have a way to control these things.
You see, forget about this government. Forget about this government. This government is zero.
Zero.
No, zero in the government. Emi go tell them ni hope. Me only hope more.
None.
On the protest ground, when I went there, I was expecting to see police people, army people guiding them, guiding the peaceful protest. I did not see. I only saw bouncers.
We all gone. What can you do?
So now when it was time for people, because they say, okay, how many of them have we killed for stealing public funds?
None.
Even in the prison there, how many criminals, how many hired killers, how many assassins have they killed like the way they killed those innocent children, those innocent youths? I have lost total hope in this government that we say we have.
Me too.
The only hope I have now, as I'm speaking to you, is in the youth. The youth is my only hope for Nigeria.
I don't know what we're going to do as a country.
Torí k'Ọlọ́run dáríjì mi, Ọlọ́run gan ó máa ń pẹ́ kó tó dájú ẹ̀, ó máa dá ọ̀bọ̀ ó máa ń pẹ́. And we're very religious.
It's painful. The
youth is our only hope. And the only way we can have the youth take over is by them having a structural plan. By them coming together. There are a lot of people in diaspora that are ready to sponsor the youth.
All we need is a clear sense of direction.
Let us reform our youth in the ghetto. Let us try and reform the hoodlums on the road.
I don't know what to do. I'm frustrated.
The youths are the only hope that we have in Nigeria. The educated ones among us should come together. This is not a time for a Aluta Continua, because a Aluta Continua does not work in Nigeria system. This is the time for us to not just do talk like we're doing now. And you used to take away dear. Gbogbo yín tell me ọpọlọ díẹ̀. You guys should join the political system. Read about your constitutional rights. I say it again. Baki W once stood up. How many youth supported him? People were throwing shades and stone at him. One idiot was mocking his car. Let's stop mocking ourselves. Let's stop saying, see. So the problem that our youth need on social media pẹ̀lú. If you're a youth and you don't drive a fancy car or you have money to spray or blah blah blah, they don't want to listen to themselves. We have to start listening.
I'm exhausted.
We have all made mistakes, so
I'm exhausted at the energy.
Whether we accept it or not, we are all part of the problem in Nigeria. Because we are so afraid.
Fear is a problem.
But some youth stood up.
Fear is a problem.
And said enough is enough, and we need to stand by it. If they take us off that road, it does not end there. We move. It's a movement. So I'm calling on FAS, I'm calling on Banky, I'm calling on all the youths out there who are not part of APC and PDP.
Please, I have to go. I'm so sorry.
To come together and begin to build their own party. To come together and begin to do their own thing. Let the youth make their own mistakes. Some people say 2013 is not far. It is not even enough. 2013, we might not become the president, oh. But let us make that 2023, we have enough youths in the corridor of power. Let us start learning to support our own. Let us start learning to do politics. They have tried now. They have killed some of the youth. They have tried to install fear in some people. But we are going to all die one day. Death is death, anyhow it comes. But we are going to be very stupid to get on the road as I say Endsars. We have done that now. They have done their worst. Let us go back to the drawing board. And let us begin to build our own tomorrow. We need to have a voice in the corridor of power. And we cannot do that if we do not have a plan. We cannot do that if we do not reform the youth. We talk about reforming the police. We need to also start with the youth, because most of these hoodlums are youths. Most of these hoodlums on the road are youths. We need to re-strategize. Let us begin to support our own youth. As well. As well. As well. We shall not be tired. We shall not be weary. We will unite. We will unite.
Hey, we're indeed living in a very crazy time. I am not surprised about what's going on. I really am not. It would be very foolish for me to say that I'm surprised about what's going on. Can you hear me? Iyabo, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. You know, for over 400 years, the people of God suffered in the hand of Pharaoh. For over 400 years, about 430 years. And God had to send them a deliverer because it was high time for God to bring the change. I believe the greatest hoodlums that we have in Nigeria are the politicians. Because who is a hoodlum? A hoodlum is a person who commits crime, a criminal. So we have a lot of hoodlums in suits and ties. They go about every day. We call them Your Excellency, and you give them a lot of accolades, but they are the real thugs. These are the real problems that we have in Nigeria. And hear this. This is what happened to the people of Egypt. For God to deliver the people of God in Egypt, he had to do a mass burial for some people. The time is coming that the judgment of God will come swiftly upon the nation of Nigeria, and those who are perpetrating evil will go for it. Look at what happened in Ghana. What happened in Ghana? Revolution. The reason the government is so afraid was because of the same thing that happened during the time of Tower of Babel. The Bible says the people, they had one voice. They had one voice. And they started building, and God saw that these people, the way they are building the Tower of Babel, they're going to get to him. It caused confusion. That's why the government caused intimidation with God's people. Right here, intimidation. Shooting at the people is intimidation. They did not see this coming. They saw unity. what they've never experienced before, so they started causing confusion so that they can separate the unity in the body. But if we can still continue to have one voice, we can challenge this government. The truth of the matter is, we cannot overcome by just protesting. There must be another level. And that's what you talk about, you reorientating the people on ground. Start with the education for the people, the underdogs, the people who are less privileged, who think that the only way to get to money is through criminal activities. When we start to educate them, when we start to lecture them about the way to go about life, and they can see life in another dimension, putting money into education, then we'll be ready to face these criminals. Because the truth of the matter is, they are not going to leave power. But then if we can call international body, we stand in firm and call international body to come and monitor the vote during the election, we will put them under a lot of stress. When we bring in the international body, we'll be able to, lend our voice out and have a fair election. Apart from that, it's not going to happen. 60 years of slavery, 60 years. We are still under bondage. 60 years of slavery in our own country. Iyabo, I'm here in America. The time is 4:30. I couldn't sleep. 4:30 in the morning. I'm in America living American dream. But the problem is, in Nigeria, what is the dream of Nigerian? Average Nigerian is to leave Nigeria. That is the dream of average Nigeria, is to leave Nigeria. Get an airplane and ask Nigerians how many of you want to go to America. I'm telling you, in 1 minute, the plane will be filled up. Because we are living in a terrible place. And if these terrible people, if God don't do something about them, I'm telling you, we're still going to have a lot of problems. God must deal with them, all of them. I'm telling you, and write my words down. Some of them will start to fall one by one. Because now we are woke. We're not sleeping anymore. Everybody's praying. The Muslims are praying. Christians are praying. I want only Shango, Yago, Shango. Here you get. Everybody's doing something right now. We are not going to keep quiet. It is time to continue to speak. Somebody like you, you've got a great platform. You are doing a good job. It doesn't matter what you have, whether you have 20 people. Let's continue to talk. Let's continue to speak. And let's continue to make this voice so loud. And by so doing, one day we will come to a place of freedom. It might not happen tomorrow. It might not happen in the next 10 years. But I'm telling you, the blood of the innocent on the ground will not go in vain. The Bible says the blood of Abel spoke up. And I believe also that the blood of the people on the ground, in the ground, will speak up. Many people died for nothing. They couldn't use rubber bullets. They couldn't use water. They couldn't use tear gas. No. They had to come and kill people. I saw a woman that said, my only child just got killed. Over 67 years old. The only child got killed. We are living with people who sold their heart to the devil. The Bible calls them that they have a reprobate mind, a mind of stone, a mind that cannot change. These people already sold their soul to the devil. We should not pray for them to repent because they will never repent. God must take them away. I'm telling you, Iyabo, I'm telling you straight. Yes, I'm a pastor. I have deposited it into their lives. We are not playing anymore. Why did somebody like me leave Nigeria? I left Nigeria because I was looking for a better life. Why should we leave our country? Running up and down, we got here being treated like slaves. Because somebody over there has traded the country. Let me tell you, Nigeria has been mortgaged. Nigeria has been mortgaged. We don't have a country. And that is don't. We don't have a country. And we are at that place now whereby we are tired. Everybody's tired. This has never happened before. What is happening right now has never happened before. This is a God move. This is not a protest. This is a move. This is the move of the Spirit. We better get it. This is not a protest. This is a revolution. And let me tell you, Iyabo, they can't stop this one. They can kill us, but they can't shut our mouth. They cannot shut our mouth. We will continue to speak until we see the change. We move. This is barbaric. I couldn't believe it. I have not been able to sleep for the past 2 days. I've been having bad dreams because my heart is restless. I'm constantly thinking, what is it that we need to do? These wicked people, Iyabo, must go. When they die or they leave power, I don't care what happens, they must go. Period. Because the truth of the matter is, if these people don't leave power, if we vote our
as well.
Look today. That God is. I just want to encourage everybody out there, you know, those who don't know what to do. Some people are major right now.
I'm so outraged by their deceit and their lies and their pretense and their evil deeds.
It is sad.
It's overwhelming.
It is sad.
It's overwhelming.
I couldn't believe what the governor said. He said that there was no what?
Wake up every morning since on the 20th thinking that I would just wake up and say, oh, I've been dreaming. It's all a dream. Okay, then that massacre did not happen.
Oh my God.
If DJ Switch wasn't there, these people said it was photoshopped. Like, seriously. No.
Did you see
and then they allowed the hoodlums to destroy properties for 24 hours so that they can pin that down and say that's the reason why we cannot allow any protest.
Yeah, it's a way to shut our mouth. It's a way to shut our mouth.
But you allowed your unknown military guys to come and kill innocent citizens. But these same military guys, you could not put them out on the street. I mean, when you have coffins, you should have military people everywhere, tankers and everything. Where were they? It is well. It is well.
Yeah, but did you see the footage where the police one two guys and shot them dead, and he went to his commander and they shook hands after being. They shook hands. Madness. Madness. We're praying for Nigeria, and please, people, stay safe. Stay safe. In the name of Jesus.
Look at all the palliatives that they were supposed to share during COVID-19.
I could not believe it.
And they said they wanted to share it, but it was due to the protest. The protest was just 12 days or 13 days ago.
What?
The COVID-19 has been for how long?
Are you kidding me?
Millions and millions of that's the promise. May God help us. But we are no more sleeping, Sha. That's one thing.
No,
we are very much awake. Yes, they don't shock us with everything they do, you know. We're trying to wrap our head around it, get over it, you know. But trust me, the youths are not sleeping anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not going to be silent anymore. They're going to keep moving.
Yeah.
You know, they can try whatever they want to try, but all their gimmicks won't work. They won't work. The old ones just need to go and allow the youth to take over. Let's allow the youth to go there and make their own mistakes and do their own thing.
If you put a young man in APC, you put a young man in PDP, is it PDP? They will corrupt him or her. They will corrupt that person. We need a new platform. We need a new, party for them to launch out and emerge. You cannot join any party in Nigeria. They are all corrupt. God must clear them out. period. All of them must go. Buhari, I'm saying it. Buhari, you might not be saying it. You live in Nigeria. I'm saying, let him come get me. Buhari must go. Period. It must go.
It is well. God bless you, Pastor. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. It is well. It is well, my people. It is well. It is well. It is well. They are visiting places that you people are allowed to be destroyed. Oh, Nigeria.
Oh my.
Oh. Hello.
Yes, adẹ́kun gbogbo tó ń lọ Nàìjíríà yìí Olúwa sọ wa o.
Hello.
Okay, hello ma.
Yeah, how are you?
Hello ma.
How are you?
I'm good ma. Aku kini Olúwa, God will bless you ma.
Bless you too.
Gbogbo tó ń lọ Nàìjíríà yìí o. Ma.
Bless you too.
Èmi Olúwa fi ọ̀kọ̀rọ̀ pò Nàìjíríà wa máa dá wa tá a ṣe wàhálà náà la máa jèrè ẹ o. Ma.
I'm listening there.
Thank you.
Hello? Yeah, I can't hear you. The network is bad. I think I need to go off and then I'll come back again. The network is really bad. I will go off, come back again so I can add you guys. The network is really bad. God bless us all. God bless us all. It is well. But we'll keep moving. We'll keep moving.